Florida's governor calls it the strongest pro-law enforcement piece of legislation in the country. The new law, signed by Governor DeSantis earlier this week, creates tougher penalties for people involved in violent riots. And it's in response to the nationwide demonstrations and riots following the death of George Floyd. The law has drawn a lot of attention, including criticism from some social justice groups in Florida. NewsNation reporter Evan Donovan is live tonight in Tampa to help break this down for us. Evan, the legislation, 61 pages long. What are some of the major highlights?
Yeah, there's a lot in it, Marnie, so let's hit some of those highlights. It does a number of things for both individuals and for cities and counties. So let's start with what it does for citizens. It defines what a riot is, creates a new second-class felony for an aggravated riot, which is basically a bigger and more dangerous version of a riot. It also prohibits people from blocking roads, from damaging memorials or graves, and it enhances penalties for people who do all of the above. Makes them even more severe if they do them during a riot or aggravated riot. It's also protecting some people, giving them an affirmative defense if they are to be sued for acting in self-defense during a riot. Now, for cities and counties, it tries to do a couple of things, including hitting on something that was a popular talking point last summer, which is defunding the police. This bill actually prevents cities and counties from being able to reduce their law enforcement budget. If they do so, it specifies a number of local officials who can challenge that defunding, if you will, and then they would have to appeal to the administration commission, basically giving the governor the power to control that local budget. It also allows cities and counties to be sued if they fail to protect people from a riot. But let's talk about this defining a riot. This gets into why people oppose this bill, why people are saying that it targets free speech and may chill protests. If you look at the definition of a riot, it shows you that it has to be 3 or more people acting with common intent in violent or disorderly conduct. But it's that last bullet point there that makes the difference. It has to result in injury, property damage, or imminent danger. That leaves a lot of wiggle room, imminent danger, on who might possibly be guilty of that particular crime, Marnie.
And Evan, there's been some mixed reaction to this. What have you heard in terms of response so far?
Well, obviously, people are lining up on partisan sides of this argument. I do think it's worth pointing out the origin of this bill. As you mentioned in the intro there, it did arise from last summer's protests following the police killing of George Floyd. Governor DeSantis introducing the majority of these measures last September. But to his credit, he also reintroduced them in January following the insurrection at the Capitol, trying to tie this to that group of people as well, saying, look, they would be covered under the same law, even though they are arguing for something completely different. We have seen a lot of opposition to the bill from Democrats, and we reported today there's a group in St. Petersburg that is already challenging this law in federal court, arguing that it is unconstitutional, going against the First Amendment right to peaceably protest.
Appreciate the breakdown. Evan Donovan live for us in Tampa tonight. Thank you.